Hello, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Bitcoin. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. So I want to zoom out on this chart to show you the big picture. Now, presumably we are building wave 5 of this major Elliott wave structure. So the Elliott wave starts with the November 2022 bear market bottom, obviously. Then we have a top here in June 2023, corrective wave 2 into September 2023, retest of previous resistance levels, very bullish indeed. From there we go into the wave 3 into April 2024. From there, corrective 6 months of retracement into September 2024. Right now we are recovering. Now, is this going to be a full-on recovery, or is this going to be another lower high? That is yet to be seen. We have to wait for confirmation. So a break of this first local top would be a really good sign. And then a break above the white resistance trend line is also going to be a very, very good sign, because this trend line has been holding us down since March 2024. And once that happens, usually when we break above, we see a big surge of volume and we have an impulsive move to the upside, and that is your confirmation of the breakout. But if we have a small breakout here and there's literally no volume coming in, then we can consider that a fake out, and more often than not, the price bleeds back into the pattern or below the resistance. So the local top to look out here for is, of course, the new all-time high at $72,000. Once we break above that, I think we're set for that very, very strong parabolic wave 5. How parabolic? That would depend on the environment. Regardless of who wins in the November elections, I do think Bitcoin will do great, but I think the time frames could be different depending on who is going to become president in the United States. So the first target we're looking at is $96,000, and this is based on the Fibonacci retracement here. So this is the bottom of the Fib, 0, and that's 16,306, of course, in November 2022. And then the all-time high from 2021 in November is sitting at 65,880, and that is our level 1 on the Fib. So it took approximately a year for this bear market to play out for Bitcoin. After that, we started going into this Elliott wave structure, which we covered already. Now, based on the Fibonacci retracement, we can establish 3 extension levels over here. The 1.618, which is going to be our technical target at $156,000. And then we have below that the 1.414 at $117,000. Then the 1.272 at $96,000. And all of these are your targets. And there are official targets, quote unquote, after we break above the November 2021 high, which we haven't officially done yet. So we do need to break above the first Fib level with a powerful move to the upside, and the volume would confirm that for us. If we take a look at my Fibonacci setup, this is the settings that I have applied to my Fibonacci retracement. You can pause the video and take a look at all the levels and the settings I have set up. If we take a look at the relative strength index, you can see that we have been in a symmetrical triangle over here, and it looks like we're about to break out. We're actually breaking out from there already, and we came back down to the same area from the same area that we retested back in September 2023 before that explosive move to the upside. I do want to switch over to the monthly chart so we can analyze the RSI over here. So you can see the previous bull markets peaked at 93, at 98, and around 97 here in 2013. That was a nice double top pattern there. So the 2021 bull market did not go that high, And we can assume that this bull market is not going to peak above the 2021 bull market. So let's say we go somewhere up to 85 to 93, 92 on the RSI, and that might be it for this move. That might be it for this bull market. Now, some people may look at these previous peaks on the RSI and they may think that this is exactly what we're going to be getting, but because of diminishing returns, the RSI may not go as high as it did back in 2021. By all means, it can, but the likelihood of that happening is not very high in my opinion. Now, in terms of the previous cycle, right, this is our previous cycle, where do I think we are right now? So you can see we had our first peak, which in my opinion is over here. So this is our first peak in 2019, and this is our first peak, or rather not a first peak, but the first leg up of the bull market on the RSI. Then we have a retracement, which we had over here, and then we have a move to the upside, which we're going to have over here into 2025. That is my expectation, and that is what I see. That is how I see the 2021 bull market being reflected in the bull market that we have at our hands. Another chart that I do want to show you is also going to be on the weekly chart. So this is a bullish pattern. This is a bullish flag. You can see we have a pole, which is over here. So this trend line signals or signifies the pole of the bullish flag pattern. And then we have a sideways channel down pattern. And this is your flag. This is your flag. And because it is occurring during an uptrend, this is a bullish flag. During a downtrend, we'd have a pole to the downside and then an uptrend. And after that uptrend, we'd have a break to the downside. Now, with a channel down pattern here in a bullish flag, we'd have a break to the upside. And this is a normal type of behavior even for channel down patterns without this massive move prior. This is just the nature of channel down patterns. So again, very similar to what we just looked at on the previous weekly chart. We need to break above the first fib level, and we need to break above the resistance of this channel down pattern. Once that happens, we can take a look at the 1.272 as our minimal target, and then we have $155,000 as our technical target. So we need to break above the previous all-time high for the 1.618 to become our technical target. If we zoom out, we can also establish the fact that we have a massive green trend line over here above us that is acting as resistance, and we have a trend line below us that is acting as support. And this is a very, very old channel that we've been retesting in the crypto space since December 2017. And if we follow the logic of this channel up pattern, then the bull market should conclude after we hit the green trend line once again. Now that will take us approximately to $260,000 if we peak sometime in April or May 2025. If it's going to happen in November in 2025, like some people are expecting, that is going to take us past $300,000. So with this particular pattern, I don't think we are going to be touching the green trend line if I want to be conservative. That is not my expectation. Like I said, 155 is a good target. However, I will be taking profits earlier. We are talking about my exit strategies and Bitcoin on Patreon all the time, so feel free to check that out down below in the description if you want to get more of my trades, my portfolios, and when I'm planning to exit. But at the moment, Bitcoin is gearing up for a breakout, whether it happens in the next few days, in the next few weeks, or at the start of 2025, no one can really know. But we do know that it is going to happen because this is how the bull markets play out every single time. And that is pretty much it for this video. Let me know what are your thoughts on Bitcoin. Let me know what do you think of this analysis. In my opinion, Bitcoin can easily get to $100,000 in this bull market. Whether we see 150 or 200, that can be debatable, but make sure not to get caught with all the hype about a $500,000 Bitcoin or even a $200,000 Bitcoin, like many people got caught back in 2021, because When I tell you everyone, I mean everyone believed that $100,000 Bitcoin was going to happen in 2021, but it did not, obviously, and we had this massive crash. So make sure you're not going to be one of those people in 2025. Let me know what are your thoughts. Let me know what are your targets for Bitcoin. Thank you all for watching. Stay safe and goodbye.